Hopping the rails, taking the Amtrak from Chicago to Washington D.C. on the Capital Limited. But first, we have to hop the train in Milwaukee to get to Chicago using the Hiawatha service. This is the Milwaukee Interpol station. So let's climb aboard the Hiawatha. So there's my little laptop and my son's laptop next to me. He actually is holding the phone right now recording this. We're on the train from Milwaukee to Chicago. It's about an hour and a half ride from Milwaukee to Chicago. We're using the Amtrak's Wi-Fi on the train. Actually pretty good service on the train, pretty fast. Yeah, so we're just about to hit Union Station in Chicago. So this is inside the Metropolitan Lounge in Chicago's Union Station. That's where you go to get to the trains. When I say we're using a sleeper car this time, going from Chicago to Washington D.C. in a Roomette. I'm actually going to show you the Roomette and give you the dimensions in the Roomette as well. This just shows you a little tour of actually the Metropolitan Lounge in Chicago for those that are in the rooms or bedrooms or Roomettes. It's actually a very big lounge area for us. They have snacks and drinks and stuff, which is real nice. Right there to the right, looking down a little bit, the seats right there. That's where there you go. That's where my son and I sat last year, a year ago. We sat there for a trip we took out west. And there's my son there right now on his laptop, just hanging out. Hey there. Well, here we are, waiting to get onto the Capital Limited. Alright, we're on the train. Sweet. Heading south. There you can see Capital Limited, Washington D.C. and Chicago, both directions. So, this is the Roomette, or a Roomette. There's me in the mirror. Hi. So what do you got? You got these book lights you can use at night, on and off. You got a call button, you got a light for the ceiling, again on and off. What else could I show you? Another book light. There's the one outlet for the train, I'm sorry, for the Roomette. You can see we grabbed an extension cord. Definitely bring an extension cord if you're getting a room. Here's a nice big closet. 2 hangers. Yes, it's very skinny. They supply with a couple of pillows, real nice and comfortable pillows as well. That's the upper bunk. They have a nice air control vent here. You can control how much air comes into the cabin, which is very nice as well. Sorry for the squeakiness. Coming down, squeak. Alright, so what do they got up here? Here we can put our luggage during the day. They have an extra mattress, that's for down below. You got the little netting there. You can put some, whatever you need to up there, toiletries or whatever. Some blankets, supply a couple of blankets. Gets a little cold on the train at night. Now what is also very important is that they supply these little straps with hooks on them. You hook them to the ceiling. That's very helpful because at night when you're up in the upper bunk and you're sleeping and the train's rocking back and forth, you truly do not want to just fall out of bed. That would sort of suck. So that keeps you there, safe. So now I want to show you the dimensions as we measure them in the Roomette that we are in. First off is the table. You pull it out. It's 16 inches wide. I can zoom in and show you that. Then when you open it up, the 2 flaps, you open in left and right. Then the length of the table, I believe is 25 inches. So again, 16 by 25. Again, I can zoom in and show you that. Yeah, it's about 25. And then I wanted to measure from the floor to the table itself. And I believe, if I recall, it was 23 inches. But again, I can zoom in and show you that as well. My son is measuring for us. That's really cool. Yep, 23 inches. And now we're going to measure the length and the height. That's 5. Okay, so now go ahead and we're going to hold this spot. Go ahead. I'm holding it. So move that from here to the wall. Tell me how far it is. About
18 inches.
Okay, 18 more inches. So 6 feet, 6.5 feet, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, from the ceiling down, you're about almost 6 feet tall. Okay.
You're looking at a 21-inch gap or a 20-inch gap, roughly.
Okay, we'll go from the floor to this. How short can you be and still stand underneath that on the floor?
That is currently sitting at 52 inches.
52 inches. Okay. So from the wall out to the hallway, basically to the door, is 3.5 feet. Well, I hope that helps anyone who's interested in possibly taking a roomette. So let's take a trip. Let's walk around this train here from a roomette. We were actually on the bottom floor. There are 2 floors on this train. There's the stairs for the upstairs, but we're on the bottom floor. The convenience of being on the bottom floor, by the way, is you got the showers and bathrooms right here on this floor. That sign, read it. Do not open door or window. It's not safe when the train is moving. Yeah, you think? It's funny how they have to put these signs up. So logical, huh? And yeah, don't pull the brake either. That's for emergency purposes only. Alright, so what do we got? Let's go into the shower. So yes, we're in the shower room. That's me waving in my nice Hawaiian shirt. They got soap. And I don't know what was in that box at all. No clue. Towels. And let's see, there's the shower. And shower head. And that. Yeah, so that button you got to press. That basically keeps the water going. Now, I know I'm having an issue right now trying to get it to go, but duh. Yes, I got to turn that knob. There you go. Now water's going. Nice place to sit there if you get tired. Or if you're going to fall over. Now the shower room, the water's really nice and warm. That's one thing. But here, going into an actual bathroom on the train, very, very tiny. Now, you would think you'd understand to lock the door. I say that because I accidentally walked in on someone who didn't lock the door. Duh. Anyway, felt a little embarrassed, but hey, whatever, lock the door. Hi. Say they have a pretty good sink here with powerful water here, cold and hot, and some good soap. And they got an outlet here, a couple of outlets, actually 120 volts for electric shavers or whatever, and a place to flush the toilet. Good. Heading upstairs. So the upper level of the train has the dining car, the sightseeing car, lounge car, etc. And here's the hallway, bathroom right there in front of my son. But anyway, we're heading towards the dining car now. On the left and right side of us in this hallway are more roomettes. And now we're entering this area that have bedrooms. So these are much bigger rooms, fit more people, or just more room. They have their own private bathrooms, but they're a lot more expensive, guys, a lot more expensive. And yep, they supply fresh coffee every morning. Excuse me, thank you.
Yes.
And now we're heading into the dining car. Wait, they will call you over. Then they give you a menu, then they give you a sheet of paper. You have to sign your name, room number, car number, and all meals included with the roomette. No, this isn't the blue light special at Kmart. This is just a nice nightlight, basically, inside the roomette. So now I'm in the top bunk. I'm looking down at my son now. It's really late. It's probably after midnight. He's hanging out on his computer still. But it's time for me to go to sleep. You can't really see him, but my son is down there. Yeah, you can't really see him. He's out cold. So, yeah, I'm not sure where we are exactly. I'm tired, but, at the age of 48, going on 49, you gotta go to the bathroom sometimes in the middle of the night and get up and you just gotta go. So, all right, Robert, just reaching over you for a second.
It's fine, I'm already blind by the sun anyway.
Better be sunny than that. So this is the lounge car, or the sightseeing car. It's a nice car to go to, especially if you're in coach and you want to stretch out your legs or whatever, or hang out with family and play some card games or board games. This is the place to go. This is the car to be in when you're heading out west towards, let's say, Sacramento, California, or Los Angeles, going through the mountains and the tunnels and the deserts. They have people that come aboard, volunteers that come aboard and talk about the different things you're looking at and seeing out in the wilderness. Just awesome. So now we're heading to another dining car. I've never seen this before, but I've never taken this train before from Chicago to Washington, D.C., so this is new for me. So it's another dining area, but then they also have this little cafe right here, which is cool and everything. The other trains I've been on, the cafe's been in the lower level. So then I go past the cafe, and there's another part of another dining car. So why not bring a movie on board? You know, enjoy, watch it. You have time. Bring some movies along. Now, my son and I were the first ones about to get lunch. Listen carefully of what's going on. Listen carefully. Hi. Here for lunch? Okay. Where do you want to sit? Okay.
Sit here because already menus.
Well, just sit down.
You ask each other.
No, it's okay.
They always-
There's no one here. You know what I mean?
All we have are hamburgers and mac and cheese. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you want to drink? What do you want to drink?
Milk.
Yes, milk, please.
No? Okay. Milk's a little warm. It's not bad or anything. It's just our refrigeration was down. Had it on ice. You want to put a little bit of ice in it?
Would it actually be okay if I just went with my Mountain Dew then?
Sure.
What about like apple juice?
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you. So milk's warm. What they have left is, what do they have left for lunch, Robert? Since we just got here for lunch?
Mac and cheese and burgers.
Mac and cheese and a hamburger. Okay. So I apologize for the sideways camera, but my son and I were one of the first people coming to lunch, and all meals included. But all they had was a hamburger, or literally hamburgers and mac and cheese, of the whole menu for lunch. And then the milk was warm because of refrigeration problems. So I got up, started walking, and I figured I'd just go to the cafe, see what they have to offer. So let's see what's on the menu, just so I can, on the way back.
We close the Harper's Ferry.
Oh, okay. No,
Like
but
about
when we
30
come back
minutes.
on the train,
Oh,
way back home. you know
well,
what I mean?
obviously, this is the worst thing to see.
So, yep, everything in red there is sold out. Real nice, huh? All right, so now we're on the second part of our trip. We finally made it to Washington, D.C., and we're about to take the train down from Washington, D.C. to Jacksonville, Florida. So now this is inside Washington, D.C.'s Union Station. Not as big as Chicago. It is pretty nice, too. A couple of levels. Again, not as huge as Chicago's Union Station, but had TV there. Also had snacks and drinks and stuff. So it was pretty nice, pretty cool. So they had desks to work at the right. They got bathrooms on the left. There you go. Doors to get in right there. Front desk to my right. Behind me, a place you can store luggage. A little conference room over there to the left. And there's some, there you go. And there's some snacks right there. Pretty good. And then over here to the right is some, there you go, some drinks. And my drink of choice is always lemonade. Usually light lemonade, by the way. So for this part of the trip, we decided to go coach. And you can see the difference between coach and roomette. Now we're just heading out of Washington, D.C.'s Union Station, and there behind that building is the U.S. Capitol building. On the way back, when we come home from our vacation, we have like a 9-hour layover in Washington, D.C. So I think my son and I are going to be walking around a little bit, hopefully getting into a couple of buildings. Now, as we get out from underneath this little bridge area, you're going to see another landmark. There it is, the Washington Monument. Check it out. Very,
that
very
out.
cool.
I guess it's closed. We can't go in, but it's cool.
So here we are in coach. There's my son on his 3DS. Just taking a little tour, a little walk through the coach class. Now, growing up, I've been in coach basically my entire life. I remember taking the train when I was about 8 years old, and pretty much every year after that, for the most part. And I've always done coach. I've loved coach as a kid, as a teenager. But I'll tell you right now, about a few years ago, I decided to try a sleeper car with the Roomette. And ever since then, I just always want to do the Roomette. I know it costs more money, but it's so much more worth it when it comes to privacy, quiet, the meals included, all the meals included. You just got to pay tip, etc. Now, the reason we decided to not do Roomette from this train is because on this train there's no dining car. There's a cafe car you can see here, but there's no dining car, so meals included wouldn't work at all because of no dining car on this train. So I decided, with a 13-hour train ride, might as well just do coach. Now, as you can see, they have a lot of choices of food and drink on this train, especially right, where is it? Look to the left, there you go, blueberry muffin. Love blueberry muffins. No, that is just not a starry background. Now there's my son's laptop and his 3DS, and he's with his cell phone as well. Now check out my laptop again. Look carefully. Carefully. See it? So what movie is that from? Oh, and check out my son's laptop. He's checking out some cruise tips because we're going on our first cruise, family cruise, trip of a lifetime. Well, we finally made it to our destination of Jacksonville, Florida. Hope you enjoyed this trip. Now we are going to be heading on to a cruise ship, and I'll be making a video for YouTube for family and friends to watch on the cruise ship itself, tour of the cruise ship, etc., etc. So I hope you enjoy that. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks.